We come to the 10th move of the 18 form Qigong sequence with the hypnotic Pilates and yoga principles within the breathing, just linked to the motion, which is from an 18 form sequence. Again, that doesn't really matter. So again, this would be like the 10th one, which is cloud hands. There's in a lot of different forms, or waving hands in clouds, I've heard it called. But again, doesn't really matter. Theme or the cloud hands, that's the general theme of this move. I've seen it done sort of mechanically and flowing. I'm going the more flowing way with it. With this, we're linking it on to the next. So this is like 10 moves of the 18 form, and we've got the 8 brocades right at the beginning. So again, it's going to end up about 36 moves all put together. Doesn't really matter, you can do these singly or in order as I'm doing them. So we're going to start with the breathing. This one, as with all the traditional forms, helps certain specific parts of the body, believed in Chinese medical sort of thought processes, as it were. Helps the pericardium, which is the heart lining, and the eyes, where they're going past the eyes. Again, that doesn't really matter. We're going to go more down the basis of the breathing. So we go with the breathing now. So as you zip up pelvic floor and scoop out your abdominals and take your navel toward the spine right now, we're going to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Okay, now as you do that, you will feel that breath go in low and deep into these lower lobes of lungs, intercostals, the ribs, anywhere but the stomach. Okay, so as you do that, feel that breath go in low and deep into these lower lobes of lungs. Lovely. Now again, unlike the usual Pilates breath, we're breathing out through the mouth. We're keeping the mouth shut and making it more sort of go down the yogic way of breathing. One of the yogic ways, breathing out through the nose, smaller filter through the nose, helps us lengthen the breath even longer, especially that lovely elongated out breath, which is longer than the in breath. Okay, coming in and out through the nose. Nice filtering, cleansing breath, yogic breath. You're zipping up pelvic floor, scooping out your abdominals, taking these navels in towards the spine. And as you do that, you'll feel that breath going in low and deep to the lower lobes of lungs. That's going to help you use the pelvic floor and the corset, the powerhouse, the girdle of strength, 3 layers deep in the most efficient manner, helping us breathe anywhere but the belly button, unlike the traditional form. So as you keep doing that now, as you zip up pelvic floor, scoop out your abdominals, keep breathing in and out through the nose. Lovely. And you'll find the out breath wants to fall longer than the in breath, so just let it do that. Okay, it might be slightly longer or a lot longer, and then you can breathe the breath before the breath breathes you. So by that I mean consciously elongate that out breath. Okay, don't force anything. Quadruple it, double it, triple it, whatever you like the out breath. Just make it longer than the in breath, and that's going to bring in the parasympathetic nervous system responses, the benefits that benefit that system, or autonomic nervous system, which is a more deeper thing to talk about. Basically, this is helping all the things you don't think about: sleep, digestion, rest, relaxation, cellular memory, and communication, stuff like that. The organs functioning of their own doing. Okay, it helps all things like that within the body. Lovely. Now again, you can stick with that breath and keep on elongating the out breath longer than the in breath. Okay, and if you want to take it on further to Ujjayi breath, victorious breath, then all you do is grip at the esophagus, make it smaller at the throat. If you can't get this, don't worry, carry on with the breathing you're doing, zipping up, scooping out your abdominals, breathing in and out through the nose while lengthening that out breath. But if you want to take this on further, then you get the Ujjayi breath. So again, it sounds like this. You grip at the esophagus and you exhale, let go. And as you do that, it's nearly a sort of like Darth Vader breath in a way. It's silky whistling, called seashore breath, victorious breath in Sanskrit. So you keep on doing that, that'll give your mind something to focus on within the form. And that naturally is a sort of natural breath that helps you concentrate. Sometimes you see someone, they're trying to focus someone, they make a sigh, threading a needle, a fine motor move, something like that. This will help you focus on the breath, and the breath will eventually breathe you as you get more and more into that breathing. So as you keep on breathing for the nose, grip at your esophagus, and exhale. That soft, silky, whistling, Ujjayi breath, that raspy sound from the back of the throat. As you do that, will stimulate the thyroid gland, which helps with weight control, etc. Help us build the heat in the body, help us fan the fire, burn all the toxins in the body. Okay, lovely. So again, that will also help us lengthen the breath, the whole breath, but especially the out breath, even longer. If you can't get that, don't worry. Stick to the first breathing, zipping up pelvic floor, scooping out abdominal still, and breathing out for the nose. If you get that Ujjayi breath, great. If you can't, don't worry. So we're going to link that to the motion, and we're just going to do an elongated out breath. Okay, again, there's a lot of moves in this one. I'm going to show the hand bit and I'll go back and demonstrate the legs. But as with all Qigong ones, you only go in as deep as you like. If you do go deep, I personally won't go deeper than knees and arm and toes. You can go tailbone deep still, but only as low to keep your knees and arm and toes or less, or just stand up higher. Okay, joints are soft as you're standing up higher. We're going to go for the motion. So keep the shoulders down, because the shoulders will want to come up in this one. In 90% of us, these upper traps are overactive. Okay, and they just want to take over. So just allow the shoulders to melt down in towards the body. Okay, you're going to turn off this skewer. You're going to breathe in with your Ujjayi breath, or just breathe in for the nose as you zip up pelvic floor and scoop out your abdominals. Now. And we're going to exhale. Now again, for as long as you like, and just keep on exhaling when you like. So again, this motion, we're just going to turn. Top hand comes down, palm facing the floor, bottom hand facing the ceiling, the palm facing the ceiling. Then you're going to turn to here. Same's going to happen here. Okay, you're going to come in here so you can see this. So we're just going to turn. The silhouette will come past the eye line. Keep the shoulders down because they will want to come in. Again, clockwise and anti-clockwise they pass as we go again to the other side. And with this, as we're doing it, just going to demonstrate, we breathe in whenever we like, and exhale. Then when you're ready, whenever it is, doesn't matter, nothing linked to motion, and exhale again. And go again. So I'm going to go back and demonstrate with the feet involved. Feet can be sort of hip width apart or slightly wider if you go deeper. Horse riding stance, slightly out of V with the feet, but not sort of Charlie Chaplin. So again, not here, slightly out. In horse riding stance, you're going to just come here. You're going to breathe in. And then start again when you're ready. While elongating the out breath. If you go deeper, go deeper. And just start again. And as you do that, like I said, you'll be breathing the breath, but in the end the breath will be breathing you. That's the best way to explain it. And just elongate the out breath and just start to go again whenever you like. Nothing set the motion at a certain point. Okay, even imagine if you were to put a lever on one hand, it would unbalance the body. So you're just thinking of a pair of scales, really. That's the sort of analogy with this in Tai Chi and stuff like that. Everything's balanced. Keep your shoulders down, because if one hitches, it takes us out of sync. And like I say, 90% of us are overactive in these upper traps, so we're going to take over. Even think of a trickle of water just running down the back and dispersing. Mount the shoulders over hips, head over shoulders as you breathe in. and just simply start again. Nothing set the motion, nothing calibrated and synchronized, and allow that simplicity to relax the mind as you keep on elongating the out breath longer than the in breath. Imagine that trickle of water just running down the back and dispersing, mounting the shoulders over your hips, head over shoulders. That lovely soft feed between your shoulder blades. Lovely. And again, just get lost in the breath, the motion, the movement. Remember, true stillness is stillness in motion. As you do that, just simply turn all them moves into one dynamic whole. Okay, again, they will become one within that motion. So that was number 10 of this sequence. Lovely. Number 11 coming up. But again, that was number 10, but which is, we've had 8 brocades and then we added another 18 on the end. So of all of it, that's 18 out of this 26. Okay, lovely. Bang.